وما كان المؤمنون لينفروا كافة فلولا نفر من كل فرقة منهم طائفة ليتفقهوا في الدين ولينذروا قومهم إذا رجعوا إليهم لعلهم يحذرون.
Well, I mean, the question that practically we may not be a good example and divorce is happening for easiest reason. Well, it is true, but as I said, unfortunately the Muslims nowadays are not living Islamic life. They are called Muslim by name, not by practice. What they practice is the westernized life, their ideas, their views, their understanding, their psychology, and their values, all of them are what they see in different films. American films are affecting them, or sometimes Egyptian films have a different view. Well, European films are different view, and let us say the atheists who make films, they call the people to be more materialistic in their behavior, and the people believe what they see in the films. So they are not really living in Islamic way. So the Muslim countries, the main capitals, let us say the main big cities in the Muslim countries, are not Islamic countries. They are westernized, sometimes worse than European capitals, let us say, because the people are ignorant, and even they don't have the proper etiquette, and they have so much mischief, which is not seen even in, let us say, European non-Muslim countries. So that is unfortunately the practical case. But what we talk about Islam, is that problem of Islam or problem of the people? If the people are not following Islam and not practicing Islam, then they are not good people. Not the law of Islam is not a good law. Islamic law is fantastic law, and it was tried in the worst, let us say, examples, the Arabs at that time, and it worked. That made the people very good human beings, very generous, very gentle, very kind, very nice, and so on. And naturally in the educated societies will have much better effect. And even today we see in many, let us say, cities who live Islamic way, not Muslim by name, Islamic way, we don't see those problems in family life. If there are little problems, right away, the husband and wife will solve it. Maximum it will happen for 1-2 days they are together, and because they know the hadith, you are not supposed to cut your relation with your friend, for more than 3 days. So with a friend, 3 days not allowed. Naturally with a wife, even 3 days are too much. So after 1 day, you see the husband will feel that, well, why he misbehaved. He could have tolerated the mistakes of his wife. The wife will feel repentance why she made her husband unhappy, even if she think it is her right, but she could close her ear and say, well, I didn't hear what he said or that, and then I should keep my good relation with my husband rather than to cut the. So it is based on sacrifice, not based on maintaining, okay, materially, whatever I get, I get for myself. No, whatever I can give, I will give. That is the idea. So that is an Islamic way. Now, if the Muslims, unfortunately, are not, first of all, not educated about Islamic rules and regulations. Secondly, are not educated about Islamic merits, and to be kind to people, and to be generous to people, and to be lovely to people, and to be peaceful to people, and so on. All those values, we have thousands of traditions about what you call akhlaq, the morals and merits and behaviors, good behavior of the Muslim. If all that are not implemented in life, naturally the bad treatment will be there, But we are talking about a Muslim who have all that education and all that background. Or if he doesn't know, then the people around him will tell him as part of Amr bil Ma'ruf and Nahy an al-Munkar. And the people know that إصلاح ذات البين أفضل من عامة الصلاة والصيام. to reconcile between two people, it has more reward from Allah than a prayer and fast. And that is naturally mustahab, recommended prayer, not obligatory. Obligatory one is obligatory. But recommended prayer, I mean, if you are to pray nafila, which is recommended, or you go and reconcile a bad relation between two people, he said there is more thawab to do that. So now, if two friends, two Muslim brothers, now if you reconcile between husband and wife, naturally, there is more reward from Almighty Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So the thing will be solved right away. And even the parents of both, parents of the husband and parents of the wife, with their experience, they can interfere and solve the problem very quickly and so on. So what I mean, those are the Islamic, what you call Islamic, because rules of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Now if we do not want to live Islamic way and we live a materialistic westernized way, okay, then that is our problem. Then the same problems now, the dissociation of the family and the increase in ratio of divorce and family problems which are happening in the West are happening in the Muslim countries, unfortunately. I say in Europe, usually the divorce ratio is 45 to 50%. In France, in Germany, in England, 45, 48, 14, 50. In America, it is more, about 66%. And it is mentioned like in United Arab Emirates, the ratio of divorce is 66%. That is a Muslim country, supposed to live in Islamic way, but still the ratio is very high for divorce. Why? Because they are living a westernized life. Everything is free, all types of films, all types of satellites, all types of movies. And then in the street, you see all types of mischief, all it is allowed in the hotels. So naturally, the life will be a miserable life. If that is miserable, it's not to blame Islam. You blame them because they are not good Muslim. They are not practicing Islam. So we have to blame the people, not to blame the religion. The people are away of Islam for whatever reasons, then they naturally face the outcome of that. If they would have remained in a pure Islamic life, naturally that high ratio of divorce and that problems would not have been there. So that is what I'm saying, if Muslim countries, I mean the big cities like Cairo, like Baghdad, like Algeria, etc., the big capitals who are living Western type of life, you see all type of problems in the family, all types of quarrels and fight or injustice or divorce. That is there, When you go to areas where the people live an Islamic way, Islamic life, you see the ratio of divorce will come down very low. The family problems and quarrels are very low. And if maximum some problems happen, matrimonial problem happen, the religious scholar in that area, he will solve it quickly. The elderly will interfere and solve it quickly and will not allow it to develop to reach to a state where divorce will be there. So let us say 99% of the cases will end into peaceful way rather than to end in divorce. Okay, in certain very, very rare cases, divorce is the last chance, to be there.